跟这个观想来做配合。
Also, ngarantu namsheti tapodu o nama ogo ne pawayina jene jewa membal jeyor. Tendel dona changbuk se changbuk bogane ten deshen singla jeboyor. Tendel tende tuda namba kontu inchikela trenchise farsa. Ah. Tete se changbula sabde tena ani Phowa Yankim in and Phowa Table Lavatam. Young, the Shinki Tanda, you shall at Dene, you saw shell at Dene, the Shin the Chiku, Yuna Young, the Namshi the Tene pot of the Yahoyori. There's on there's a big part of the Tekana to the number of the day, the Tina, nature butcher.
Also, when the time for the departure of our consciousness comes, then if the consciousness leaps through the lower organs of the body, that is not a very auspicious way to depart, and it typically leads to rebirth in the lower realms. Instead, in order to achieve rebirth in Buddha Amitabha's field, it is the way for the consciousness to leave the body is through the crown of our head. So if we can, to facilitate that departure through the crown of our head, keep attentive. If we can keep attentive of that place of the crown of our head during our life, then that sort of gentle keeping the attention there, keeping our focus there during our daily life, it will act as a very helpful circumstance that combined with the four courses for taking rebirth in Buddha Amitabha's field will ensure that we actually get there. The basic courses are those four factors, and then as an additional important and effective circumstance, this process of this continuous keeping attention to the crown of one's head is also extremely helpful.
当我们呢当这个心思要走的时候，离开这个身体的时候，如果呢是从身体下面的孔道出去的话，那是不吉祥的，是要到三恶道去，说要到善道去，要到极乐，要往生的净土呢。这个心思呢，应当呢从头顶凡穴上呢出去。所以因此呢，如果我们在日常生活里面呢，常常呢对这个我们的头顶呢有这个意念，常常呢把心思呢放在那个头顶上，有这样的这个习惯呢，这是个助缘。最基本的、最基础的是刚才所讲的，最重要的是那个四体，加上这个观这个头顶是一个助缘，能够使我们呢更顺利的达到这个目的。
Sukhavati Amitabha Pyoram, how we report there, what the cause, true cause, faith and compassion. Compassion. We need to, the loving kindness, compassion need to develop to all sentient beings. That is the real cause. With that, trust or faith or devotion to Amitabha and Amitabha's Pyoram, confidently and tension sojong sedo, tenpa chimpura sojong yore, 소중한 야양 랭고 대신 소중.
And to purify and restore one's Mahayana commitments according to the Mahayana.
Chinese have you have this, huh? In monastery you do this, huh?
Usages in the Mahayana tradition for restoring and for purifying and restoring one's Mahayana.
Sure, you have this.
目前的强调呢，总结呢，再简单的讲的是2点。第一点呢，对所有的众生，每一个众生的慈悲心呢，一定要有。这个慈悲心呢，是往生净土的真正的原因。第二呢，配合对西方净土的信心，对阿弥陀佛的愿的信心，这2个配合起来呢，就能够成功，这修持能够成功。然后呢，我们也要修呢，这个如果我们修这个忏罪法，这个忏罪法呢也要配合起来，那就是很好。
I think maybe 15-20 years ago, here Kamakaju Center, small one. There is one Sifu, Chinese Sifu living there, and he burned himself. Yeah, and he says, whenever I die, I have no 1% doubt. I have 100% confidence I will return to Amitabha Pura. I have vision, I have dream, I have confidence. So that's very beautiful. Very touching.
有一个修行人呢，大乘的出家人的修行人呢，在那个康巴嘎中心以前呢，很久的中心里面，有一位出家的修行人，他告诉Rinpoche说呢，他有100%的信心，能够往生西方极乐世界。他有西方极乐世界的种种的这个能够见到种种的相梦都很吉祥。他有很大的信心，并且呢，他做了很多的这个忏罪法，包括呢用香来这讲什么？用香呢来燃烧他的手，种种的土行。
这你光了解这个嘞，其他대칭性的제가는 냠내 가르치요. 되게 소신 거고요. 소소한 장치기요. 장주성 거고요. 만남다고요. 아주 대칭한다. 별 대칭 그 나를 셔버 나시셔도.
At that point, Rinpoche asked the Sifu also what his practice was to ensure rebirth in Buddha Amitabha's realm, and he replied, "Well, I visualize and recollect the field of Amitabha, the field of accumulation. I gather accumulations and purify obscurations. I train in bodhicitta and make aspirations and prayers." So he accounted very clearly and perfectly for the 4 causes for rebirth in the realm of Amitabha, just as it is taught, just as they are taught in the Tibetan tradition as well.
当时呢，我就问他你做怎么样的修持呢？这位修行者呢，他回答是：第一，我呢观想西方极乐世界的种种的相貌；第二呢，我忏罪，并且呢累积福德；第三呢，修菩提心；第四呢，发愿要往生西方极乐世界。就是这4个重点跟密乘的西藏佛教的密乘的所讲的这4个重点呢，是完全一致的。
대바침부 흉나가 요래 자라마서가 냠는 나가 요래 내가 좀 배우게 냠는 쳐다는 직과 직전에 된 저라서 내 자인 돌아 여기를 인디 꼴에 대해서 롭죠 나는 야무도
This is something that is taught very clearly, perfectly in the Mahayana teachings. This is what the Chinese masters practice. So these teachings must be available in Chinese, and it would be very good if you would read and study those.
这个在大乘汉传佛教的经教里面呢讲的非常的清楚，大家呢都这是非常珍贵的，而且呢我们现在呢还是可以呢去学习的。
다 Phowa 시간대 상가도지 미냠래래 대 남시 대화잖아 랑게 빠려 양의 시간은 번주야 양의 랑게 양반 틀라 시간게 조제 랑신 얘기 남시 대시신 거요 대화지 신라서 바타고 신만 보여 어때라 야 Phowa래 대가게 대양 소탈지 좀 봐요 산수선 라바서 대가로 상하도지 때문에 원로티 명아야 슈 제조라야 이치 이나야 따발라 다 갈서로 컴디시라면 자주심보다 조바지 따발라 컴디 매밤 다 컴디 매스야 그 제조라야 대가스 컴디 매 이나야 제는 대화잖아라는 제고 되게 너가 여봐이나 되게 뻔뻔하다. 되게 뻔뻔하대. 랑기 남시 랑기 빠르토바치 제통나 라비 말해. 대처는 딱 뻔뻔하대 장고요. 장이 뻔뻔 딱 되네. 되네. 저 잡아지 좋나. 라마도 제대로 내나. 되게 랑이 빠래라. 라마도 제대로 얘나. 되네. 라마도 제대로 꿀마체. 되게 랑기 자, 라마도 제대로더니 나랑도 송 러버잖아. 아니 남시도 대화잖아. 포와체 고요래.
Now in the Vajrayana, the term Phowa specifically comes out as a practice, the transference of consciousness. So it's a practice that belongs then specifically to the Vajrayana teachings, where oneself transfers one's own consciousness to the pure field, such as, for example, the pure field of Buddha Amitabha, or otherwise where others do it for oneself, or again through a combination of one's own training in ejecting the consciousness, transferring it to the pure field, and the efforts of others, like one's spiritual master and Dharma companions, them doing the practice to assist one's transfer of consciousness. So here, that is a practice option that is available to someone who has received, who has assumed the vows of individual liberation, like the lay vow, for example, of a Buddhist practitioner. And then, furthermore, has taken the Bodhisattva commitments for the training in the Mahayana, and as well been initiated in the practices of Vajrayana and received the Samaya commitments. So such a person, for such a person who may have been introduced to the nature of mind but not having any real familiarity with the recognition of the natural state of the mind, such a person who, although having great faith in and confidence about the development stage and the completion stage, nevertheless is not so familiar with the unity of development and completion, that such a person can pass away within the deity yoga, and who nevertheless, despite being imperfect, despite being somewhat weak in terms of the recognition of the natural state, and despite being somewhat weak in practicing the two stages of deity yoga, nevertheless wishes to be reborn in the pure field of Amitabha or some other enlightened being, such a person can then receive the instructions for how to actually transfer one's consciousness, receive such instructions and then train in the application of the instructions to the point that the signs of success in the practice manifest. When one then keeps the training, keeps up the training during one's life, so that one is ready to apply it during the intense time that is the circumstance for where the circumstances for one's death manifest. Then being able to apply the instructions at that time will then make it possible for oneself to take charge and transfer consciousness into the field of awakening. Or so that's if one is alone. If one is dying accompanied by or in the proximity of one's spiritual master and Dharma companions, then one combines one's own practice with the help that one receives from the spiritual master and the Dharma companions as they inspire oneself and clarify the key points of practice. In this way, it is then possible to achieve the transference of consciousness at the level of the Nyima according to the approach of secret mantra.
密乘的这个化身迁释法呢是怎么一回事呢？这个密乘的迁释法呢是修持者本身在死亡的到来的时候呢，适当的时机呢，适当的时机呢，自己修持者本身呢，把心事呢，移开，把那个心事呢，用这个智力呢，把那个心事呢，从凡圈呢，离开这个身体。那么，用本身的这个修持。如果呢师兄弟呢或者上师呢，有在周围呢有在场的话呢，在他们的帮助之下，加上自己的修持呢，这个可以把心思呢从土里呢离开往生呢这个进入。这个基础是什么呢？它的基础呢是个修持者要修这个别解脱戒，在别解脱戒的基础上呢，守这个菩萨戒，修这个菩萨戒，然后呢必须是要是一个密乘的修行者，因此接受灌顶，守这个三昧耶戒。如果这个修持者呢有被上师呢指引这个自性本性能够，但是呢他这个修持呢并不纯熟，不稳固，或者呢他有修持这个升起跟圆满的实力，但是呢还是不够纯熟的话呢。修持这两方面呢还不够成熟的话，并且还是需要并且这个人呢，这个修持者呢，希望能够往生净土，他就可以用这个，就可以接受这个特别的密乘里面特别的化身婆化的教法，去学习怎么样自己呢把心识弹出去，我们身体弹出去。我们一直在修到这个成功的迹象产生，成功的迹象产生之后，这个修持者呢一直不断的修，也就是说准备在需要的时候，到时间到了的时候，他能够把这个心思所投入上，他能够自己做主，能够自己呢做主，去用这个方法呢投身到净土去。
那Phowa de saltap sultela tene chauma se to gomoyore chauma atewa ni ta ya also chang patla hangi tongi ya ba kon tela tene chauma tela lam chu tu she so
So one visualizes at the time of the transference of consciousness the central channel, the Avaduti, that runs through the center of one's body, and within that a radiant syllable hum. The notion that one assumes with respect to the Avaduti channel is that of the path. So one considers the Avaduti to be the path.
那么把这个心是弹出去呢，方法是什么？观想这个身体的中间呢有一个中脉，这个中脉呢在身体的中间就好像一个高速公路一个道一样。那么在这个高速公路这个中脉里面呢，有一个很明亮的种子是哼。
肾那么是提来了，人本就是。 Rumble. Yes.
The mind, consciousness, in the form of the hung syllable, one considers to be a guest or the guest.
Tiglela hang syllable. Tiglela kalsu. Tiglela kalsu. Ah, hang injil. Sanskrit में हम injil. Correct. Bindu hindu.
So, a bindu of the mind, meaning a sphere, a luminous sphere, which one then considers to be. In other words, what we're talking about is the one that is going to Sukhavati, right? The consciousness. And Sukhavati is one considers to be the destination. So we have path, guest, and destination.
那么心呢？这个我们所观想的这个空康字呢，是个明亮的光圈，这个代表我们的心识，也就是呢，中脉呢代表一个道，这个夯字呢代表我们的心识，也就是呢，我们的心识。那么极乐世界呢是我们的目的。
가르치는 대화제 신을 지게래. 대화제 신승에도 가르치요래. 저는.
So then we might wonder, but how is it possible to go to the field of great bliss, and what is the field of great bliss?
산제다 장주선발라 천배이시 제베투지 제베트를 좁은 데서 삼점에 잡아야 봐야 송상 산제제 dursa 제베 칠필라 되네 탁배신 감 뚫려래 탁배신 감 뚫으셔 봤대라 나도 산제당 신감당 장주선발라 대바 제바당 되네 최고표가 쏘았다봐 소 대제기래 그 가르치는 유제 가르치는 산제대 장주선의 친준전수가 내봐야 받아 나랑 게 대바당 조사 입장 제바당 저 자주 생각 받아 전 모르는 사람보다 답에 튀어다 좀 똑지 되네 산제가 매매시는 제기래서
The Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas possess tremendous powers and wisdom qualities in of their body, of their speech, and of their mind. Their qualities and activities are inconceivably great, and as an expression of their enlightened resolve for the benefit of all sentient beings, they emanate pure fields that are become accessible to sentient beings as perfect fields for training and awakening. So they emanate forth these perfect grounds, and it becomes possible to achieve rebirth there by the power of what? By the power of the wisdom qualities of the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas, and the power of our own faith and devotion, specifically our own alertness to, awareness of the features of these perfect fields that are the expression of the enlightened qualities of the Buddhas, and our own training in gathering virtuous factors and purifying negativity, our own reliance on the training in Bodhisattva, and our own prayers and aspirations for great awakening for sentient beings. It is by the power of these factors that rebirth in the Buddha field becomes an actual option.
怎么样会有可能呢？我们这个修行者能够到西方投身到西方极乐世界？到底什么是极乐世界？西方的净土呢？佛菩萨呢有不可思议的智慧功德，以他们的愿力呢，佛菩萨的愿力呢，他们化现了一个清净的这个佛土，配合什么呢？佛菩萨的慈悲智慧的愿力，配合修持者所做的那4点，就是他发愿修持者呢净化除障累积功德，发菩提心，发这个愿往生佛净土。这2方面的配合呢，使呢这个众生呢能够转生到这个以佛智慧呢所化现的净土呢去实现这一个事情。
Make sense? Huh? Easy to believe? Clear? Any doubt? Any doubt? That's very good. Huh? What? One of your question?
Can Rinpoche write the 6 syllable? Is it hum or om? Just now you said the 6 syllable.
6 syllable, I not say.
No, just now you said we visualize a 6 syllable.
6, this letter.
Letter, okay.
Today I'm not teaching Phowa. Only I explained what is the Phowa. Dharmakaya Phowa is what? Sambhogakaya Phowa is what? Nirmadakaya Phowa is what? And Mahayana way of reverting to Amitabha's land is how. Then Tantric way of Phowa, then it becoming, our duty. Then this consciousness is Bindu, okay? Then we need to shoot. But this need to train nicely. So it's not right to me to say like this. So I just talking roughly. Some of you maybe know clearly, some of you want to know more clearly. So I said it. Lady, you listen up. Lady, listen. We all need to live healthy and happy. Healthy, happy, base, not only exercise, Tai Chi, yoga, or vitamin ABCD. Healthy and happiness, base and kindness. Now we facing a lot of problems in this world. Not lack of education, not lack of economic, definitely not lack of technology. People made technology. People made technology. Now, soon, technology will become boss. So, soon, not only in movie, in really life, King Kong will come. No choice. Robots. Small, big. Humans are, one hand, intelligent. Another hand, so humans are worse than a monkey. Worse than a monkey. Monkey are intelligent, but everywhere touching, pushing, Humans are intelligent, but we really so greedy, so selfish. We don't have a limit. Everything has a limit. We spoil earth. We spoil air. We spoil water. This theory is extremely important. Without iPhone, iPad, we can survive. Without a motor, we can survive. Even without aeroplane, we can survive. Everything will become less speed, but we can survive. If Earth is really polluted, this is not small problem to all sentience. The air is polluted, so very dangerous. We need to breathe. We need to eat. All foods are coming from earth. Without water, without oil, no problem. Why? Pass, no problem. Without water, finish. So, intelligent with greed. Intelligent, but this intelligent is a friend. That friend is very ugly friend. That friend is destroying everything. That friend name is ego. No, selfishness. That friend, the intelligent has a friend, wrong friend. The wrong friend name is selfishness. This selfishness and the dry intelligent together destroy. So now time to slow down. Make this selfish demon go to say, please don't give too wrong advice. You slow down. This smartness, this intelligence going wrong direction. We not want this world is hell run. We want this world is very peaceful run. So bottom line is lack of kindness. We're facing a lot of problems. So there is this healthy happiness based on kindness. Kindness is source of mundane society, harmony, happiness, also based by kindness. And if we want to gain a high sort of spiritual Amitabha Puram or the Sambhogaya or Dharmakaya, all is based kindness. Without kindness, we will not get any good further. So kindness is very important. So we need to practice moment by moment. Calm is possible. Calm while aware. Calm, dull, not good. Calm, dull, no good. Calm while is better. While, but calm while with while. I don't know what terminology better. Calm while where. Kindness is very important. But just leave it. Questions are what kind? Everybody, I love everybody. I want to. Nobody want to suffer. I want to. Everybody no suffer. It's nice thoughts, but nothing comes in action. So kind with helpful. Number 2. Number 3, clear with detachment. So calm while aware is shamatha. Kind with helpful is bodhicitta. Clear with detachment is awareness. So for some people's ear or mind, they like to hear calm with aware. They like, oh, beautiful. Shamatha, pusito. Pusito. Pusito means what? Oh. Bodhicitta, pusito. Paranjaparimita, pusito. Gate, para, sangate, bodhi, soha. Sure. Singing, I understand. In Chinese. Mingbai. Meaning, posito. Meaning is posito. Paragata. Singing, yes.
I know the mantra and the meaning. I know.
Even if you're not aware, even Amitabha's meaning need to know, yeah? Namo Amitabha, Namo Amitabha, Amitabha. How beautiful. But meaning need to know. Namo Kanyin Bhusa, Namo Kanyin Bhusa, Kanyin Bhusa. Am I right? I'm saying why. You know that?
Yes.
What I say?
And thank you.
I learned from Malaysia only one word. I'm saying why. Question, yeah?
The view that there is someone going to somewhere, there is a pure land outside, someone going somewhere, and then the understanding that there's no I, there's no.
If you understand I, there's no need to go. If you know, not never have to not dogma. Now you ever have now you something in the door.
If you think I'm here, then you need to go somewhere.
Not Rashi never thought.
If you realize that there's no I,
Rashi never.
that there's no nature of I,
Then don't you talking about you, Yoma? Dosa, Doken, don't you?
then there's no one going anywhere, no destination, no path. Not me, somebody. Some Shabbat Deva Mara. Never talk than me, some Shabbat Deva Mara. The point is not just the thought, there is no self, but it is to then realize what that means, that there is no, that the self has no natural establishment.
Actually, Nanzi, Shigna, Tudor Nilu Tower. Tudor Tona, Teachers Tower.
If the grasping at a self, or the belief in self, if that falls apart, you realize the state beyond constructs. And if you realize the state beyond constructs, you realize the nature of the mind, you realize the original awareness.
Thế to nó, thế nó chụp cái phò.
And that then is the Dhammakaya Phowa, the Dhammakaya transference of consciousness.
Dhamma cái phò nó, phò chụp the thắt được rồi.
And that is something that is beyond anyone going anywhere, being transferred to anywhere, and some processing transferred, right? The Dhammakaya Phowa.
Okay, one more question, then finish.
You mentioned about purification. Does it mean that you have to purify completely, only you are eligible to go to Pure Land or Amitabha, or actually we still have residual karma when you want to go to Amitabha Pure Land?
At least more than 50%. More than 50% need to be a good karma, yeah? Not joking. If you have so pure, then we don't need to help from Amitabha.
Okay. Why I ask this question because in the Chinese Mahayana, they have this belief that 大业往生 that means you go to Amitabha Pure Land with your negative karma.
Huh?
大业往生.
Taya Wansang.
Yes.
Then?
Especially in Chinese Mahayana.
Okay.
Which means that a person reborn to Amitabha Pure Land with his bad karma along, which is negative karma along. That is why they say Amitabha Pure Land is the easiest Pure Land to be born into. So I think this point is a bit
No, if you check in Sutra, it said that then people will do bad, and still they want to, they think I will get there. It's not possible. It's just contradiction. Le karna yi nang la, le karbu mang si che sa, ti le divjong che, ti shingam che yo.
If one purifies extensively,
Karna yi nang ne.
if among virtuous and unvirtuous actions and karmas, one purifies negative ones and cultivates positive ones extensively, then that is the cause for rebirth into pure.
Yeah, because the Chinese they believe, especially one of the 48 vows of Amitabha, is fixed, right?
No, Chinese belief is one. In Sutra, Mahayana Sutra, what they say is true. Some Chinese believe what you say is right. Right? Huh? What I'm doing, but I want to get Amitabha Pure. What I'm doing is I do. I don't want to stop. Whatever I'm doing bad action, I will continue. But I want to get there. This is often I'm hearing. But in Mahayana Sutra, not mentioned that. You check that. We all need to rely the Sutra.
The argument is like that because they based on 48 vows. One of the centers, Amitabha's vow, is like that. As long as sentient being at the moment of death recites his name 10 times, at the moment of death, with faith, he or she will definitely go to Amitabha's Pure Land. This is Amitabha's vow.
Yeah.
So if that person has a lot of negative karma,